What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So I want to talk about this real quick. I want to address this. Undefeated 3-division world champion, former undisputed junior welterweight world champion, currently the reigning WBO, World Boxing Organization welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford is 38 wins, no losses, no draw. Okay, 29 big wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. With that said, Terence Crawford makes up for 50% of the biggest fight in the sport of boxing between himself and undefeated, unified, 3-belt, welterweight, WBC, WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine, world champion, superstar boxer who is widely considered by many top 2, if not the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and Errol the True Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. With that said, they make up for the biggest fight in the sport of boxing currently as it stands today, okay? And there's wide speculation as to when the fight is going to happen since Errol Spence picked up that WBA strap April 16th, Arlington, Texas, AT&T Dallas Cowboy Stadium against former WBA welterweight world champion Cuban star boxer Yordenis Ugas, in which Errol Spence, he stopped Yordenis Ugas in the 10th round of the fight, breaking his rib, nose, and orbital bone. Now, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence was already the biggest fight, okay? And so, like I said, you're going to get a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors, a lot of different reports as to when the fight is going to happen. We know Terence Crawford's last fight was against 2-time welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Showtime Sean Porter, who was a common opponent. That was November 20th of 2021 at the Mandalay Bay Arena, in which Terence Crawford got a 10th round stoppage victory over Sean Porter. They both got 10th round stoppage victories, okay? And so this fight has been trending in that direction, the biggest fight in boxing. And obviously there's a lot of speculation. I heard reports that the fight could take place in September. That's the date that the powers that be wanted this fight to happen, okay? In September, okay? Which marks the date of the last biggest undisputed welterweight showdown between two legends, icons, Hall of Famers, superstars, in Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas the Hitman Hearns, that took place September 16th of 1981. Biggest fight in the welterweight division. Undisputed, but there was only 2 belts, WBC and WBA. Today is the 4-belt era, so the winner of this fight is going to be the first 4-belt welterweight world champion. So with that said, there was talks it could be in September. Then there was talks it could be in October. Well, now, Terence Crawford himself has come out, according to his team, and told his team that all works goes well, the fight is going to take place in November. Yes, it's going to take place in November, all goes well. Now, when the rumors was that it could take place in October came out, as I talked about that, and then you had ESPN reported and many other platforms that it could be in October, you had legendary, iconic, Hall of Fame superstar boxer, retired 50-0, the man known as Money, Floyd Money Mayweather. He came out, he did an interview on Fight Hype. Now, when ESPN and myself and others reported that this fight could be taking place in October and is close to being done, Errol Spence himself retweeted and quote-unquote soft confirmed that that was true, right? Now, Floyd Mayweather came out, turned promoter, Mayweather Promotions, founder and advisor there, and he works with founder and advisor of the PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, founder and advisor Al Heyman, which Errol Spence fights on the PBC. Terence Crawford is now a network promotional free agent. He's parted ways with longtime promoter, legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum, ESPN, and Top Rank. And so obviously this fight is going to happen on PBC. It's going to happen on Showtime. That's where Errol Spence fights. Terence Crawford is a man without a land, okay? So it has to happen on Showtime, right? Cool. Well, Floyd Mayweather, he came out and he stated that it wasn't true. Now, he also stated that sometimes fighters do things to get a reaction. So he stated that because he was asked He said it's not true, and if you hear it from anybody else other than myself or Fight Hype, then it's not true. That's what Floyd Mayweather said, okay? And so now, when Errol Spence retweeted it, he stated that, well, fighters do stuff to get a reaction out of the fans. So he essentially was saying that Errol Spence was capping, right? Errol Spence was capping by he retweeted it. Cool. Now you have Terence Crawford come out and tell his team himself that all goes well, the fight will happen in November. Now, I told you that last week that they were looking to push the date back to November, okay? And then FanDuel, they changed up their status, and they have it in November, December. And then ESPN come out and report that they on the 2-yard line, and the fight will be done for November. Well, Terence Crawford, he comes out and he says, yeah, all goes well, confirms to his team that all goes well, the fight will be happening in November. Well, now because Floyd Mayweather's status, and because he's a massive commodity within the sport of boxing, people are saying that Terence Crawford is capping. Huh? So what Floyd Mayweather did was he watered down the fighters' credibility. Because now people are saying, until I hear Floyd Mayweather say it himself, I don't believe Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Huh? So Floyd Mayweather's not getting in the ring with Errol Spence, nor is he getting in the ring with Terence Crawford. Yes, Floyd Mayweather's a part of the business. Yes, he has a relationship with Al Heyman. Yes, he, of course, with a close relationship. Like he said, he's a second father to him. Yes, he knows what's going on in the business behind the scenes. Floyd Mayweather has never announced any fight of Errol Spence ever. He's never even promoted any fight of Errol Spence's. He's never obviously announced any fight regarding Terence Crawford, and of course he's never promoted anything Terence Crawford has done. He didn't announce Errol Spence fighting your Dana Sugas. He didn't announce when it was set and announced that Errol Spence was supposed to fight his biggest rival in legendary 8 division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pacquiao. That was supposed to take place August 21st, August of 2021. Floyd Mayweather didn't promote that. He didn't announce that. Now, did he know the business behind the scenes with that fight? I'm sure. But he didn't announce it and he didn't promote it. When Sean Porter and Errol Spence fought, or Mikey, he didn't announce those or promote those. And Errol Spence, he had came out and he stated, the last time I checked, Floyd Mayweather's name is not on any of my checks. Now, again, like I said, I don't doubt for a second that he knows what's going on behind the scenes. I don't doubt for a second that he's privy to information, and he may even give his opinion on how things should go. Because anybody, you would be silly. Now, I'm not saying Al Heyman is silly. I'm saying anybody in business of the sport of boxing that has access to Floyd Mayweather and is looking to build the biggest fight in the sport of boxing and don't take his opinion and advice, you just flat out silly, because he has broken every record in the sport of boxing. Okay, he has the highest paid athlete I've ever seen. Okay, without endorsement deals. Okay, in the sport of boxing, let alone the highest paid boxer, but just athlete overall. Okay. He, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, they on a different stratosphere, right? And so you would be silly to not ask him any information, to help you build to that direction. But with that said, Floyd Mayweather is Leonard Ellaby, Mayweather's promotion CEO. You see him at everything. He does all the footwork. He does all the groundwork. Leonard Ellaby does. Right? And this whole build-up with Gervonta Tank Davis, Rolly Romero, that's Mayweather Promotions. Floyd Mayweather was not involved. Now, behind the scenes, I'm sure he was involved. But on the front line, he wasn't involved. So now, by him coming out and making these comments and these statements, it has watered down the credibility of Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. So now you have fans saying Terence Crawford is capping himself. Errol Spence is capping because until we hear Floyd Mayweather, because that's just how much of a force he is in the sport of boxing, that being Floyd Mayweather. So now Terence Crawford has come out and his team and say that he's said all goes well, it'll be November. Now again, does that mean that it's set in stone it's going to happen in November? No. Like he said, all goes well, it's going to take place in November, right? All goes well, it'll take place in November. So he didn't say guaranteed it's happening in November, but he said all goes well, it'll be in November. Now, obviously, there's reports that Terence Crawford, is not liking the amount of zeros next to his name for this fight to get paid, right? So that could be holding it up. But I believe this fight will come to fruition, and I believe November will be the date. Period. I think that there'll be fights in December, but they're not trying to put on massive pay-per-view events in December, because December marks the ultimate holiday here in the States and Christmas, and people are spending their money for that. They ain't have no money. They ain't gonna have no money for no boxing event. So I think that there will be fights in December, but I don't think there's gonna be no pay-per-view events in December. And I don't think that they're trying to have, because you got Thanksgiving in November, so I don't think they're trying to have it late in November. I think they're going to try to have it early in November, right? But there's another massive commodity in the sport of boxing that's making its way back, and that's Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC American heavyweight world champion, superstar boxer Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, who could possibly be back in October. So that, affects things as well. So Terence Crawford announced that he will be fighting Errol Spence. All goes well in November. Fans are in the tiffy. They're saying that they believe he capping because they ain't hearing from Floyd Mayweather. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for you. Peace.